The Gibe III Dam appears as a dot on the map, but it will be a 243-meter high concrete giant when it is finished in 2013. China provides the dam project funding and technical support. However, Kenyans are afraid that the dam might cut off the Omo River and endanger the fishing industry of the Lake Turkana.
I've been working at Lake Turkana studying the origins of humanity, human origins. Indeed, the picking men came from Turkana many, many years ago, 1.5 million years ago. And I've been here 45 years, and I know the area intimately. It's my second home, and the problems of Turkana and the Turkana people are the same problems for me. I'm a Turkana. I first visited China in 1972. It's extraordinary what has happened. China is going rapidly to be recognized as the superpower, not one of the superpowers, but the superpower. I say to my friends and colleagues in China and the leadership of China, don't let your activities destroy Africa. The West has tried to destroy Africa. Don't let China be the next to follow in this pattern. Don't pursue this dam. Let it stop.
Fishing is necessitated by the need of the people. They always need, they want to eat, they want to survive. And actually, unlike other parts of the country where people farm, people go farming, people have a means of survival. Here people wake up in the morning in the lake. That's where they get their livelihood. They sell the fish, they eat the fish. They think fish, they sleep fish, they everything fish. For now, I don't believe they need the power for now. Actually, the generation that fish, because they fish for survival. Historically, the Turkanas are not fishermen. They came into fishing as a way of survival. After a massive drought killed their animals, and they came towards the lake so that they can find an alternative means of survival. So as for now, they just need to survive. Actually, you walk around the beaches, you just find people surviving. People simply eating and trying to find a way out.
3 years, 4 years ago, as my parents, they were not relying from me to help them. They were just getting enough fish from the lake. And from this lake, now, the percentage of fishing, it's very high, but the production of fish, it is like 25%. Not like 10 years ago, we were getting 60, 40, 50. But earlier 1970s, I was not born, but my dad usually tell me they were producing like 80 to 90%.
To me, Chinese are like Turkanans, he said. Once some Chinese came here and taught us how to farm fish and gave us fishing gears. I am angry about the Gibe III Dam, which makes fishing harder. I'm asking China to give us money building something here to benefit Turkanans. The locals gathered to express their concerns over the Gibe III Dam. A woman said, "We don't want power, and we want fishing."
Over time, the biggest problem in the world is the firefighting. We've seen these things happen. It's not the first time. We've seen lakes dry. We've seen the impact of huge hydro dams and how it has impacted communities downstream. The delta, the basin as a whole, has been studied by various people who've come together and said, if this happens, this would happen. Why don't we then take all that information into account and really look at this way? The Gibe III Dam hasn't started being filled, but why should we wait until it actually happens? Generally, I think while we appreciate funding from countries like China, the US and the UK, what we want to do is let them not just look at a paper given by governments and say, oh, your government has agreed. Not all governments do things in the best interest of the people. Not all governments understand places that are marginalized. It's high time that they come down to the region and look at it. Huge projects don't actually impact the poor. We are saying we want to alleviate poverty. Huge projects do not alleviate poverty. Instead, just increase the GDP of a country, which doesn't always drop down to reducing the poverty level. It's high time that we get small projects that actually impact the grassroots communities and actually better their lives.